today's function, Mr. Ravi Chandra, Chief Guest, my Minister, Minister of Finance for the state, respected Mr. Rajendra Garu, our guests of honor, distinguished members of the CFO Forum. Good evening to all of you. When Rajni came and asked me to participate in this event, he said that you may have to speak for about 5 minutes. And I told him, you can't give a bureaucrat a mic and say that you speak only for 5 minutes. So, I do have some things to say. It's actually a message, so please bear with me. It's going to take more than 5 minutes. We all know, and Ravi has also been talking about it, that the role of the CFO has actually been changing from a traditional officer who's responsible mainly to take care of accounts, counting the pennies, where to cut some money, and very tedious and boring kind of a job in the past. So they say that when the spouse of a CFO can't fall asleep at night, she'll turn to her partner and say, "Honey, please tell me about your day." That's how you fall asleep. So that's how the situation was in the past. But the attention mainly used to be on cost cutting. Where do you save money? We're in the finance department, so I can kind of empathize with the CFOs on the traditional roles which were there and how those things are changing. They say that there was a CEO who gave a party in his house, and everybody came to the poolside party, and he showed the swimming pool where the swimming pool was full of crocodiles, and the CEO tells all his executives that anybody who jumps into the pool and crosses to the other side, I'm going to make him the CEO. I'll resign my job and I'll make him the CEO. And everybody laughs. They know it's not going to happen, so they all pass the pool back to their drinks, and suddenly they hear a loud splash, and you see that the CFO is in the pool and is desperately swimming across. And he avoids all the alligators, and he gets across on the other side just in time before the last alligator snaps at his foot. And then the CEO is amazed. He says, "I have to keep up my promise. I have to make you the CEO." So he says, "Damn the CEO position. Tell me who pushed me inside the pool." So that's, being from the finance department, we kind of empathize with that. But I think in recent years, the role of the CEO has evolved very significantly, and traditionally being viewed as a financial gatekeeper, the role of the CFO has expanded and evolved to a strategic partner advisor to the CEO. In a report released by McKinsey, it's 88% of 164 CFOs surveyed reported that the CEOs expected them to be more active participants in shaping the strategy for their organizations. And half of them also indicated that the CEOs counted on them to challenge the company's strategy, not just looking at the financial side. And I also strongly believe that the CFO of tomorrow should be a big picture thinker, and Ravi's been talked about it, rather than the detail-oriented outspoken rather than reserved, and prefer to delegate rather than be hands-on. Emphasize what gets done rather than how things are done, and make collaborative rather than unilateral decisions. The CFO must serve as the financial authority in the organization, ensuring the integrity of fiscal data and modeling transparency and accountability. The CFO is a much part of governance and oversight as the CEO, playing a fundamental role in an ethical code of conduct. The main statement and premise of this code is that the company and its shareholders expect honest and ethical conduct in all aspects of business from all employees, especially from the financial managers. Every financial manager has to set an example for other employees and is expected to foster a culture of transparency, integrity, and honesty. Compliance with the code of conduct and a code of business conduct and ethics should be a condition in continued employment, and any violations has to be dealt with severely, including termination and employment and prosecution in a court of law. A simple 6-point agenda for a code of conduct. The first component is actually a conflict of interest for the CFO.